Good morning, hello. My name is Daniel. This is the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. This is my good friend Lee. Lee, this morning we are at the Outlaw half Nottingham middle distance triathlon. It's the first race of the season. I've done this race umpteen times. I'm so stoked to be back here. A few weeks ago, I didn't think I was going to be in good enough shape to do it. I had a bit of a wrist injury. I needed somebody to swim for me so we could do this event as part of a relay. You stepped up.
I did.
How are you feeling about that decision now?
Well, you know, don't they say you should work on your weaknesses? Swimming's my weakest discipline. So, you know, give it a go. Yeah. And I mean, to be honest, I'm really grateful for the opportunity to
You're welcome.
do this alongside such an amazing athlete.
Give over.
And yeah, just to give it a go, knowing I've not got the pressure of the other two.
Perfect.
You know, no bike and run. Yeah. I don't know if I'd be capable of it all just yet. I'm quite early on my triathlon journey. So the swim is a big enough challenge for me today.
Yeah, you're right. So today for me is all about like gratitude. Like a few weeks ago, I didn't think I was going to be doing this race. Had a terrible winter as Lee's borne the brunt of all my moaning. So I'm just so stoked to be here, seeing and talking to people who've had their own journeys and own challenges over winter. Dead excited to be here. Hopefully we're going to share the course with lots of people today. Thanks to Outlaw, thanks to all the volunteers for making this thing happen. I'm buzzing because you're going to get to do a middle distance swim, which is potentially something you might want to do in the future.
Absolutely.
And you can do that without the pressure of having to do the rest of it. I'm going to do the bike run is the plan. I'm going to see how we go. Just on the road bike, taking the pressure off and just trying to enjoy it as much as we can. So I'm hoping that today's going to be a good day, but it's still going to be tough, isn't it, right?
Of course.
1.2 mile swim, you've not swum that far ever.
No.
And I'm not prepared for the other side of it, but yeah, let's get stuck in, Lee, shall we?
That's it, yeah, let's do it. So that's the 70.3 swim done and dusted. I've handed over the timing chip to Dan, who's out on the bike course now. So good luck to Dan. I hope you smash it, mate. The swim for me, I feel like it went a bit better than yesterday in the sprint try. I just think with a longer distance, I just had in my head that I was going to be out there for a long time, and I just kind of settled into a rhythm a little bit more. And I certainly learned some lessons from yesterday about sighting. I think I swam in less zigzags today. And it was nice to have so much company out there, actually, because it felt like in the sprint try, everyone just swam away from me and then I was on my own. But today, with the time trial start and the waves, I felt like I was always, you know, there was always people coming past me, and I was, you know, giving it my best shot to jump on a few feet, and, you know, there was a few more people to follow and stuff. I mean, that did result in people, you know, swimming into my feet and swimming over me a little bit, but, you know, that's kind of the full experience, really, and I actually really enjoyed it. And I think I was glad to hand the chip over to Dan. I was glad I'm not doing the bike and the run today, but I think it's given me the confidence that maybe one day in the future I could do the whole 70.3. But yeah, I'll put the stats on screen from the swim. I guess the highlight is I made it round and, you know, ticked it off, which is great. And probably, I've not looked at the pace yet, but it's probably just my normal slow pace, which is fine. So yeah, just glad to have made it round. And come on, Dan.
It's just after 7:10. It's all go here. You join me on my roadside setup. I've got my chair, I've got my megaphone, I've got my cowbells, I've got my flask of tea. We're ready to go. The athletes are flying through now. I can't tell you who's currently in first place, but it's very exciting and they're coming through thick and fast.
Well done, Preston. Yes.
I'm Dave, Pontefract, down here with my wife. She's somewhere way in front of me.
Eating ice cream. Oh, she's racing?
Yeah, she,
Oh, wicked,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Oh, got it now.
Oh, yeah, she's trying to win it.
Oh, right. Oh, fair enough.
Well, an age group. Yeah. But yeah, so both booked on for Wales. Been doing triathlon a few years now, for about 7 years. But only been about 2 or 3 years since I've done one, so thought I'd best book this to get used to the transitions and stuff again.
Yeah, we have to do it, don't we?
Make sure I don't forget my wetsuit on the day.
Yeah. We're both in like a similar situation that you've got a niggle, I've got a niggle. We're just sort of seeing how it goes and stuff, aren't we?
Yeah. Don't want to risk it. We've had fun on swim and bike, and now we're just trying to get that t-shirt now.
Like you're missing in the recovery zone now in food
Yeah, probably, yeah.
God. Go on.
Just backing everything away in campers. So.
Okay, so I understand that you've had a considerable swim debrief already. So
I've given chapter and verse already. Yeah.
Got it right. So, bike ride, I had an absolute whale of a time. It was so good to be around some people. Sure, it was quite busy at times, but I really controlled the first half an hour. Going into this, it was all about just finishing or getting as far around as I can. So I wanted to control it, not go too hard. Then about half an hour in, it's busy on course sometimes, but some guy was properly sat on my wheel, and I'd said to him, "You shouldn't be drafting," and he said, "It's not that deep, mate. I just want to try and follow you, etc." And I said, "It's not a bike race. Try one of them if you want to do that." And it escalated a bit from there. So I just rode hard after that, so that anybody I did pass was less likely to want to properly sit on me. I just don't want to be associated with people properly drafting. He said, "It's not affecting you. It's something I'm doing."
It's not gravy.
Exactly. I said, everybody's here racing fan. Anyway, so after that, I turned the gas on a bit. I was really enjoying it. I felt like I was going well. I was fueling well, and I rode 2:28, which I was actually a bit surprised about.
That is brilliant.
Yeah, on a road bike,
That's
22
brilliant.
mile an hour. I'm dead chuffed for that. That's strong coming from you, because yesterday
That
you
is
criticised my
impressive.
cycling and triathlons.
No, that's good on a road bike, mate, on that course.
Got it.
How windy was it getting onto the course?
Yeah, it was quite windy, yeah. But anyway, so but above anything, I wasn't really looking at numbers too much. I was just having a damn good time. When your morale's good, you ride well and perform well, don't you? So I did the bike, got into transition. I was half an hour ahead of schedule, so Chris wasn't there. So I was a bit like, well, I'll jog to my transition point. I felt like I needed the toilet, so I got another portaloo and Chris might appear at some point. So I did that. It was just false alarm, it was just wind. Chris wasn't there, so I thought, well, okay, I'll start the run then. And my plan was, I'm going to see how my knee was feeling. At the very least, I wanted to get 1 lap done, so 4 miles. So I started doing it, and I got about a third of the way, no, maybe 2/3 of the way around, and I started running the chap called Dave, who had just finished just in front of us, and we ran the whole thing together, very similar pace, just chatting away. I feel it ever so slightly, but I felt absolutely fine.
Good.
Got hard towards the end, but I just controlled it so that I got to the finish, and I'm absolutely so stoked for today. Like, I feel like we've had a team experience.
Absolutely,
I feel like I've been a part of the atmosphere.
I've been on course shouting you on. I missed you a couple of times though.
It's hard, isn't it? So I feel like this is exactly what I needed to continue being motivated by the sport. Now I'm going to go away, it's going to motivate me in training. A few weeks ago when I asked you if you did the swim, I was having a bit of a wobble, and I think if you'd have said no, I don't even know if I'd have come today.
I don't think there's anything you could ask me that I'd say no to.
Anyway,
like when you said festive 500 on Christmas Eve, I was like, whoa, go on then, I'm there.
So this has been absolutely brilliant. I want to say thank you very much to anybody who said hello on course, who's raced today, the marshals, the volunteers. The atmosphere is brilliant, isn't it? And I'm overwhelmed with the amount of support that I get. It is not fair, but it is absolutely brilliant. And I hope you've had a mega day, and I hope you've enjoyed the video, and maybe we'll do some more of this sort of stuff in the future. I quite like the team relay sort of thing.
Yeah. And thanks to all the people who spotted me out on course as well.
Do you want to drop in your quote you just said to us? Somebody told you that you were what?
Somebody did run past and say I was even more handsome in real life.
God,
but nobody believes me, so if that was you, can you comment down below?
Thanks very much. Thanks to camera guy Chris, Outlaw, everybody involved. Liz as well, she's somewhere here.
Oh yeah, I've seen Liz a couple of times.
Got it. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you again very soon because we've got some stuff to do this year.
Yes.
Let's go.